Welcome everyone back to the channel. This is at medwaywrestle, and today we have got some unboxing to do. So we have Ricky Starks with the FTW title. We have Toni Storm with the world title. We have the Devil MJF, which comes with the poker chip. And then for the main event, we are unboxing the Wyatt Sicks 3-pack. So we are starting with the MJF Devil figure. As you can see with the packaging there, you get the poker chip, which I think is the, you can win in a ladder match situation, kind of like their version of Money in the Bank in AEW. There's a look on the back. I don't know if anyone remembers the storyline of the MJF Devil that went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. I think it was kind of obvious from the start that that's who it was going to be. Nice to see a figure of it. Quite plain though from the offset. You obviously get the accessory in it, but other than that, it's just the plain figure. So let's get him open, let's get him out of the box, and let's see what he's like. So yeah, still obviously looking plain out of the box. Let's have a look at this little accessory. So this chip, obviously you could use this. Just took it to one of the traditional ring setups that has a Money in the Bank or something along those lines. I think it's the first time I've seen this accessory poker chip in the AEW figure range. I don't know if there is an accessory pack that has it with it. I've not seen it, but if I'm wrong, pop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. So let's pop the figure out the plastic and see what we've got. So accessory wise, you've just got an extra hand. I mean, that seems pretty rubbish really of Jazwares, of just having one hand. I mean, you could have had another hand, but that's just the holding hand, rather than he gets his little Peter Pointer hand that he comes with. And again, it's a fixed head accessory, so there's no mask to reveal. There's no other head of his. One thing I will give to Jazwares though, their suited figures, and there's another example of the Cody Rhodes one, are so much better, I feel. The articulation, just how they feel and move, and the general size of them, just better than the Mattels. It is the one bonus point on the Jazwares over the Mattels, I think. And this could, again, you could take the head off and you could customize this into someone else, although the neck is going up. Unless it's someone wearing a polo neck, that might be a bit of a problem. But all in all, that is a pretty sturdy figure. Pretty cool if you wanted to reenact that storyline, have him on the display. Like I said, accessories not great, other than the poker chip. That's good. One little hand though, pretty lame from Jazwares, to be honest. So let's see if Jazwares can score any better with the Ricky Starks, who is now Ricky Saints in NXT, but this was back in the days when he was part of Taz's group, and he's got the FTW championship there. And some of the other figures that were in the range here. Obviously Toni Storm is another figure that we are going to be unboxing. We have had these three on at medwaywrestle. These two have gone. I've still got Billy Gunn on the website and on eBay if anyone is looking for that. And then we've got a Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. Let's get him open and see what's going on with the actual figure. I mean, straight away off the bat, this is scoring better than the MJF. Just look at the accessories you get with it. So again, it's another Jazwares figure, but you're getting two hands. You're already double the hands of what you got with the MJF. You're getting that lovely belt. And he's even got a chain. So accessory wise, that's about right, I think. I mean, that's a nice amount of accessories for this kind of figure. So let's get him out and see what he's like out of the box. Hand-wise there, you get the extras. His little pinky folded up there on that one. And then you get this awesome FTW belt in the Taz orange. Not seen that belt before on any other figures. I'm guessing that is going to be quite a sought after belt individually on its own. And here we have the Ricky Starks. So there has been another Ricky Starks figure that we have had in before. And that was, actually there was a couple of versions of that actually. There was one of 3,000 was it, or 5,000, however they work it out. Yeah, but this, quite a decent figure. These newer AEW figures that are coming out seem to be a lot more tighter on the joints and nicer to have out of the box than the older ones. Looks like their quality control has stepped up. Kind of the opposite to Mattel, really. Their quality control seems to have gone downhill. But yeah, this is a quite a good figure in hand. Great to use as well with your NXT figures or WWE figures in general. Now he's in NXT. The figures of Mattel, you know, they scale really, really well with the Jazwares figures of Mattel. So you can use either really for your feds, and this one will fit in quite nice. Yeah, good figure. So the next figure we are going to unbox today is the Toni Storm. In her, you know, the same kind of gimmick and outfit that she had in WWE. It's almost a bit like Harley Quinn-ish, isn't it, with the two colours and stuff. She's got the sunglasses there and the championship title. Again, she's from the same series as the Ricky Starks that we've just opened. So let's get her open and see what she's like out of the box. So again, with accessory wise, we have got some glasses and we have got a belt. There's no extra hand, there's no extra heads. So, I mean, it's good because of the belt. I mean, you've got the jacket, haven't you? Which, yeah, that is a removable jacket. It's not soft goods, it is the moulded plastic style. So, again, with accessories, right up there, really good. That MJF figure, pretty poor, that we saw earlier. First thing to look at is that championship title. It's the upside down for a start. Is the new women's world title. We saw the one that came with a lot of the other figures like Riho and stuff like that in the beginning, which is a very small title in terms of the belts that are on it, where they redid it and came out with this belt, which mimics the men's belt closely. And yeah, nice. Again, first time I've seen this belt in hand. So quite nice. Then on to the Toni Storm figure. I'm not sure if she had a Mattel release as an Elite in this kind of look. We did see a basic figure of Toni Storm. We've had that at medwaywrestle before. But yeah, quite a tidy figure, quite nice with the jacket. Problem with these harder jackets, you haven't really got any flexibility in the movements or posing while that jacket's on, whereas with a soft good jacket you can move it up. So her arms and that are not moving while this jacket is on. Obviously if you pop the jacket off, one thing I like with the Jazwares figures is a plastic wrap the joints and bits that are in the jacket. I don't know if that's to make them move off and get them off easier, or whether it's something to do with the paint not rubbing and stuff like that, but yeah, I like that they add that to there. It's a nice little touch. I'm not going to try and get this jacket off her. It seems like it's going to be a pain to get back on as well. It's quite cold where I am at the moment, and sometimes I need a little bit of warmth just to get that on and off. But yeah, in general, this figure, nice figure from Toni Storm. So now on to the main event, what everyone has been waiting for. We have the Wyatt Sicks 3-pack. So there's Eric Rowan, Uncle Howdy and Nikki Cross all in this box. So straight from the outside, it looks fantastic. You've got the Wyatt Sicks logo on there. You've got the name across the top. It tells you who's in the box. You can see all the accessories. Yeah, really, really, really good stuff. So let's have a little look at all the sides of the box. On the back, you've got a nice picture there. Not much of a write-up. I mean, there isn't any write-up on there on the back of this. Sometimes it seems like there's even the space here for there to be some kind of write-up about that. There isn't on this one. Maybe something to do with, looks like this is in French maybe. A little writing down here, and you've got stuff, so maybe it isn't on the UK market one. Not too sure with that. Doesn't really matter about the box because we are going to be opening it up, and that is what we're about here on the channel. We like to open stuff and show you what's inside. So let's get this one open and have a look what's inside. Here is a closer look at those figures. They look awesome. This has got to be the best free pack I think I have seen so far this year. So let's get them out and have a look. So this set, like I said, it is awesome. He's got his little buddy mask on there. One thing though, accessory wise, other than the Eric Rowan figure where you've got the hammer and the mask, it's pretty light on accessories. You know, I would have thought, oh, he's had a bit to drink there. I would have thought that there would have been at least maybe a lantern to go with the Uncle Howdy figure. And let's have a look at these figures a bit closer up. The Nikki Cross, as you can see there on her face, and the hair over it, looking very scary. And the Uncle Howdy figure, is that a removable hat? Nope, it looks like it's a removable head. It's not a removable. Yeah, no, it is a removable hat. There we go. So the hat does come off. So I suppose in a roundabout way, the hat is then another additional accessory. You could put it that way. Head came off really easy, but that's not too uncommon with a lot of these newer figures. And you'd want the head to come off a bit easier, so you can get the jacket off and on. Sometimes it's easier without the head on. But he's kind of not really in his wrestling attire. He's more when he's sitting there watching. You know, there could have been a chair maybe, one of the chairs there with it, or a lantern or something maybe with the free pack. I mean, let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of these figures coming out. I mean, just Uncle Howdy, for instance, there is him here in the free pack. You've also got an Uncle Howdy basic figure, and there's an Ultimate Edition. So already there was 3 figures that came out kind of all simultaneously in every genre. So next we have there Eric Rowan, who must be standing about 10 foot tall with this helmet on, or mask accessory. Again, he's an awesome figure. Big. Look at all the tattoos and that on the arms. Yeah, they've done him really well. Nice big chunky jacket. He's big, he feels heavy in hand. Pretty awesome figure there. Haven't had an Eric Rowan figure for a while. And then he's got that mask accessory, which struggles really to get on properly because it's so big really, but again, if you get it wedged on, there we go. So all in all, 3 great figures there. So that is it for the unboxing video today, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. As always, have fun, look after yourself. See you later. Bye.